and welcome to another Coffee with Kilroy, or what I many times call Beverage in a Book. My beverage, well, I think you know what that is. And if you don't, I think you need to read the title. And today, the book is Multiverse Role-Playing Game, Marvel Multiverse Role-Playing Game. This is the Core Rulebook by Matt Forbeck. And why did I pick this up? Well, I wasn't intending to pick this up. This wasn't a Kilroy's bargain. However, it's the result of a Kilroy's bargain because I did pick this up as a Kilroy's bargain. This was at one of my local stores that does like mass mass seconds or dumping of product. And this was a steal. Normally, I think it retails at $50, $49.99, and got it for I think like $4.99 or something like that. So that prompted me. I mean, this was interesting enough, but that prompted me to take a look at the multiverse role-playing system, the Marvel Multiverse role-playing system, which is this book here, so I went ahead and picked this up. I didn't pay full retail, of course, but not enough to call it a bargain. But I thought with this, I would eventually I'll get to the Catechism of Kong, the adventure for this. But I thought I'd start off with this today, and also, as I have some cup of coffee, start off a new RP list. If you look down below, I have a whole slew of playlists, and I have a whole section called role playing, and under that I have like RP fantasy, RP sci-fi, RP horror, all kinds of different RP. And this one, I think I have RP horror, maybe I don't. And this one is going to be a new RP super, to cover superhero role-playing games. And I'll probably even do a deep dive or a exploration on superhero role-playing games, at least the ones that I've experienced and own. But this one to me is interesting because one of the superhero role-playing games I played back in the day was Marvel Superheroes, the heroic role-playing game. And I have all my stuff in here so I'm not gonna bore you with this. I'll do a separate kind of unbox and look at this. But the key to this system was it used the names, the adjectives. So you have Amazing Spider-Man. So Amazing is like level 50. And you had Class 1000, and Unearthly was 100. So, some of your tougher characters had some unearthly attributes. And these were your attributes, all the way from feeble, which is like a human. A human might be typical 6, all the way up to unearthly. And then you had percentage die rolls on how to have successes or failures depending upon what you were trying to do, that I thought that was a little bit interesting, using names for your categories and attributes. But that was Marvel. Played a little bit of that, and actually got my 2 oldest kids to play that a little bit before they got busy with other things. And so I thought it'd be interesting to take a look at this and see how that compares to Marvel. I know there's a lot of other superhero role-playing games out there. As I said, I'll get to those in separate segments, at least the ones I own. But this one looks interesting. As I was looking through that Kang, I probably mispronounced it. I thought some of the way they set up the characters and stuff looked a little bit interesting, so I wanted to pick that up. So here's the back of it. Let's go a little in closer. Take on the roles of Marvel's most famous superheroes, or create entirely new ones of your own, and put an end to the sinister plots of the most menacing supervillains in the Marvel Multiverse. The Marvel Multiverse role-playing game Core Rulebook features all the rules you need to play, including quick character creation, bombastic combat, and scores of amazing powers, plus full profiles of dozens of Marvel's greatest heroes and villains. Written by New York Times bestselling Matt Forbeck, the Marvel Encyclopedia, Dungeons & Dragons, Dungeonology, featuring full-page illustrations by Mike Bowden and art from Marvel's vast library of comics. This book, 3 standard dice, and some friends are all you need to get started. The Marvel Multiverse is calling. Come join the fun. That's interesting. You only use 3 standard dice. That's kind of a cool thing here. So let's take a look. I'm not going to do a page by page, but I'll kind of do a little bit of a overview of this. You've got a section on how to play here. Let me go out a little bit so you can at least see the fine print. And it says what you need to play, just what they set up at the front here. Using this book, had a little bit of a glitch there, so sorry about that. My wake-up alarm went off, so good thing I have my coffee. To share with you. Time to take a sip. That's what the alarm's for. Play it safe. This is just general role-playing. You know, be considerate, session 0, safety tools, stuff like that. All right. This is all a basic role-playing type of comments. Then you get into core mechanics, the action check. You're going to roll D616. Check your D6. Oh, so what is that? D616. I have to read up on how that works. To resolve an action check, you need 3 6-sided dice, each referred to as a D6, 2 regular ones, and 1 special called Marvel die, sometimes referred to as D Marvel. Together we call the 3 dice D616. Okay, so you're probably going to use 2 of one color and a third one of a special color for Marvel. And so here's how that's explained. Cool. All right. Character profiles. You got your background information, your backstory. Here's rank, how that's explained. Rank 6 is cosmic, 5 is mythic, 4 is legendary, 3 is champion, 2 is protector, and 1 is rookie. When you're creating a character, I imagine you start off at rookie. Your ability scores are melee, let's call the whole thing off, agility, resilience, vigilance, ego, logic. You got ability checks, ability defenses, health, focus, karma, earning karma, and then we've got initiative modifier, speed, damage, size, power, sets and powers, backstory, traits and tags. And here is Peter Parker, who's a rank 4, got his biography, got his health, focus, and then the abilities, defense scores, non-combat checks, damage. Then you have their powers. You have basic powers and spider powers over here. And then here is more detail on him, listing out all the information on the powers. So quite involved. Having the character sheet has quite a bit of information in there. Then you get combat. Didn't see how you roll up a character through that, but maybe that is later. Okay, here's all the combat stuff. And this looks relatively combat heavy, as you would expect in a superhero game, but looks relatively, there's team maneuvers. Looks like there's a lot of stuff on combat. Here's creating characters. Okay, so you get to create characters after you understand combat. Okay. And all the different ability scores. Then you got your creating your backstory. This is very much an occupation. This is very much the RPG side of things here. Got to have a backstory. Probably even a hidden identity, right? Here's powers. This is the big part of the game here. All the different powers. As you can see, several pages of this. This is what's going to make you unique and a superhero. Plasticity. Oh, I actually said that without drinking a cup of coffee. Here we go. There's some power descriptions. Let's keep going through here. You got a lot of art in the middle of all this, or throughout the pages, which is kind of cool. There's Captain. Right there. Cap. And Wolverine. My daughters and I were just watching Wolverine Origins the other night. All right, there's a lot. This is mostly powers. Look at that. That's almost all powers. All right, now we get to characters, and so these are pre-generated characters, all the ones you've come to know and love. Just get Abomination, and then they don't do that second sheet because they list out the powers down here, so you can create that second sheet if you want to. But here's all the key stats that you need to know for the characters. There's Black Panther, and they have all the big ones. There's Blade. We've also, family just recently watched Wolverine Deadpool, which Blade, so spoiler alert, Blade makes an appearance. As do several others. Here's Captain America, Captain Marvel, which my kids think is OP. Daredevil, somebody I always liked. Man, only 60 health. Wow. It's pretty low. Deadpool. So, I'm not going to go through all these, but, you know, you can tell there's most of this book is characters. You see they're all red band here. I think characters is the largest section, and then powers is probably second largest, as you would expect, right? Then we get into the Marvel Multiverse, kind of give you some background on that. And there are several source books to this now. Not only is there that adventure, there is a X-Men book, and here's narrator. Here's how to be a game master or narrator or dungeon master. We used to call them back in the day. So there's several books out for this already. I think there's at least 3 or 4 books out there. I just have this and the adventure. And here is Power Tree. That's kind of interesting. So kind of almost like a tech tree of sorts. Cool. Alrighty. There you have it. There's some example sheets there that you probably can download these, but if you want to make a copy, here you go. And then glossary and index, and there you have it. That is the Marvel Multiverse role-playing game. Welcome to the Multiverse. Thank you for spending some time with me. As I said, this will be, I'm going to do an RP Super. If I don't already have it, this will be in that, and then I'll follow up with the Cataclysm, more coffee, of Kong or Kang. You tell me how to pronounce that. I never read a comic that had him in it. And then I'll probably end up getting back into my older role-playing games, superhero role-playing games. I have Champions and Heroes, which is DC, and then Marvel. But this was the first one I picked up. I picked up, actually, I think I picked up Champions first, but I thought that system was kind of complicated. So anyway, there you have it. Thank you for stopping by, enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I know this was a little bit long, but I want to just give a quick overview of it. Anyway, thanks all. Take care. Thanks for watching.